So the Rangers are basically the walking wounded at this point. Injuries up and down the lineup. Guys who are playing through it. Guys that suffered more serious injuries and are not able to play through it. You right now have arguably the two best forwards on the Rangers that both seem like they're still dealing with something. I'm talking, of course, about JT Miller and Artemi Panarin. You know, Miller, his line looked really good last night. I really liked what we saw from Miller and Cooley and Sheary. Thought they had a strong night, just better goaltending by, Lindgren. Rangers basically got goalied. But Miller, I don't feel like we've seen the best version of him yet. I feel like he's still kind of playing through something. And I think the same might also be true for Artemi Panarin. A couple of points here and there, but doesn't look like the same, game-changing, game-breaking player that we've grown accustomed to seeing through now 7 seasons that he's been here with the Rangers. Then you've got Trocheck going down. That's obviously a massive loss. Major impact to the center depth. It necessitates Mika Zibanejad moving from right wing with JT Miller back to centering his own line with Panarin and Lafreniere. So obviously there's a ripple effect throughout the entire lineup. And then you have Susie the other night. I mean, he crashes into the boards basically head first. His head kind of snapped back. And first of all, let me just say, I'm glad it wasn't worse than it was, because he went down and like I said, hit the boards at such a scary angle, scary amount of impact, was able to get up and skate off under his own power. So that was obviously nice to see, but they're going to be without him for a little while. He's on IR. And then last night, Sheary, he too ends up with an injury. His left arm sounds like his hand was getting taped on the bench. So the Rangers, like I said, they're the walking wounded right now. And if there's any silver lining from this, I guess it does test their depth. It is kind of a call to arms here, and let's fight our way through this and try to get wins even without some of our best players in the lineup. But you just don't want this to happen. And it is early in the season, and there is time for them to get healthy, and that's good. But all these games count the same. It's not like the games at the end of the season are weighted any differently. There's 2 big points on the line every single night, and you just want to be able to shoot your shot. I just feel like anytime there's a big game for the Rangers or a big playoff series, whatever it might be, my hope is always that both teams are at full strength and they're ready to go and nobody's suffering from any injuries, because that way there's no excuses. It puts everybody on a level playing field. But it's not really anybody's fault, but it is kind of a concerning early season development here. All these injuries. I mean, we're 4 games into the season. We got like 4, 5, 6 guys dealing with an injury of some kind or another. So fingers crossed that those guys get healthy and that this trend does not continue. Either way, let's go Rangers.